What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Shiv here. Alright, we have 3 new cards to cover. But before we get to that, you guys, you took to the comment section. You pointed out where I made a mistake. Thank you very much. Constructive criticism is always appreciated. But I still want to thank you guys for all the support you've been showing, and I hope to see more of it continuing on. Alright. So, like I said, we got 3 cards. They're all class card. 1 Paladin, 2 Shaman. Let's get to it. The first up is the Paladin Vilefin Inquisitor. 1 mana for a 1/3 Murloc. Yeah, no, I don't like Murlocs or anything. Alright. This guy is adorably cute. I'm not gonna lie. The art is cute as shit. It's like a Murloc, and he's growing tentacles and some weird shit. I don't know. It's awesome, though. Alright, so is this a good card? Well, Paladin's never really had a 1-drop, so to speak. So, hey! And it can actually, you know, survive a bit. It can easily be boosted up with a couple other nifty stuff. It can be turned into a 4/3 with Divine Shield relatively easily. Okay. But is it really all that good? Alright, so let's talk about the good. Well, it's not really changing the hero power, so to speak, as it is adding a tribal synergy to the hero power. That's cool. This opens up some more avenues for Murloc Paladin to exist. That's great. It also kind of forces people away from a very toxic OTK design. That and the loss of Old Murk-Eye forces that as well. So, yeah, I do like it for that. However, this card kind of makes it feel like, you know, anything can happen is kind of bad now. If your hero power is literally summoning little 1/1 token guys, anything ends up just having the possibility of summoning 7 fucking 1/1 tokens. Possibility of this. Not a guarantee, but it's a possibility. So yeah, that's a little scary, and that's, you know, one of those downside aspects I think, you know, everybody really needs to consider when evaluating this card. I do like it for the fact that it's a 1-drop in Paladin. It's also a 1-drop that you pretty much don't really want to run any more than one of. The fact that it's also the same cost as Sir Finley Murgleton just kind of makes me almost feel like it's competing in there. And, you know, I've seen a lot of Paladin builds that use Sir Finley. Would I use Sir Finley over this? Yeah, I'd use Sir Finley over this. Being able to change your hero power to something else pretty much on command is really important and actually can do some amazing things. That's a lesson we learned from League of Explorers. So I could see possibly some builds coming out using this, but right now, maybe in later expansions this guy will get a whole lot more value. But again, it's going to be rough, guys. It's going to be rough. But who knows? It's possible. Alright, so next up we have Thing from Below from Shaman. 6 mana for a 5/5. Okay, not horribly bad. We've seen a few minions out there, yeah, for 6 mana that are 5/5, sure. Taunt. Okay, cool. Costs 1 less for each totem you've summoned this game. Okay, so this is potentially a free taunt. A free 5/5 taunt. Now, 5 life is kind of this weird threshold. It's generally the signifier of having to trade 2 for 1 in order to get through it. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting if you think about it. It's really interesting. Yeah, sure, it dies to a fireball, but hey, if they're spending a fireball to deal with this and it's not going to my face, I feel a lot better. There is a Blue Post FAQ about this card. So, yeah, Tuskar, when he comes down, whatever comes off him, yep, that counts. Of your hero power, yep, that counts. If it bursts from a pile of Trinity, yep, that counts. Those all count, guys. So that's pretty damn good. I do like this card. I think this actually has a lot of depth and a lot of flexibility. Though, will it see play? This feels more like a mid-range card. The fact that it's a 6 mana card that's not really a 6 mana card means it can fit into any mid-range Shaman quite nicely, I'd like to add. So it's not competing with the Fire Elemental, Flame Elemental, Fire Elemental that, you know, have become a staple in almost every Shaman mid-range design. And that, I think, is going to be a really point to this. In all honesty, where I see this is going is probably somewhere replacing whatever they were using for a 4-drop, which, you know, wasn't very much, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, this would definitely occupy that 4-drop slot very nicely. Alright, and moving on to the final card. Master of Evolution, 4 mana for a 4/5. Chillin' Yeti body, yay! Alright, Battlecry, transform a friendly minion into a random one that costs 1 more. Wow, that's some serious fucking value. Alright, pardon my language, but that is some serious value. Okay, so let's go through a couple permutations here. Alright, so turn 4, you have, let's say, Ogre Magi. It lives for some odd reason. Sure, why not? You attack to the face, boom. There's your 4. You throw this down, you transform it, it now becomes a 5-drop minion. Okay, so, hey, look, Leroy, have another 6 without the built-in suicide gene. Sure, it could happen. Probably won't. Alright. Where I see this is really kind of cool is just, you know, increasing the value of a card. You can use this to basically almost heal up an injured minion to something completely brand new. I like that. That's pretty cool. Where I think you got to be very careful, though, is, you know, doing anything on a 3. Because there are a couple really bad 4-drops that you could easily get. Twilight Drake coming in is 4/1. Yeah, so just be careful. Where there's also a really funny scenario here is using this on a 9-drop minion. Now, there are very few vanilla 9-drop minions. Only one that comes to mind. That's the North Sea Kraken. That you'd almost be willing to do that with. But you have the potential of pulling an old god. Alright, they're 10 mana. You also have the potential of pulling Deathwing, a Giant, and Varian. So, yeah. And it's not just, you know, neutrals or only in your class. It's any other class, too. So keep that in mind. You could pull, like if you do this on an 8-drop that's on the board, you could accidentally pull Jiraxis. And, well, how bad do you feel if you sacked a Giant or you sacked something that was an 8-drop to get Jiraxis? How bad do you feel? So, I mean, there is an inherent risk with this. And this is a card, while I love what it does, I love that kind of cool RNG, I would definitely put this in my Michael Bay deck. For those who don't know, the Michael Bay Shaman deck is pretty much, everything is random with a lot of explosions. Thus, why I call it Michael Bay. So, yeah, I would definitely put it in there. But as for competitive play, no. Arena-wise, yeah, I'd take this. I would definitely take this in Arena. Definitely take this in Arena. 1, it's a Chillin' Yeti. Hands down, it's Chillin' Yeti. 2, I have the potential of turning something that was less into something that's greater. Well, yeah, that's value every way you look at it, you know? That really is. Like, if I had this in Warlock, oh, GG. GG, guys, because here's exactly how I would do this in Warlock. Okay, so turn 3, I play down Imp Gang Boss, right? I run the Imp Gang in, boom, boom. It's 1 life left. I play this guy down, bam, I get a 4-drop. Oh, look, I got a Senjin. I'm feeling like, you know, King Ding-a-ling at this point, all right? But because it's in Shaman, that's a really interesting place for it. It has potential, but not too much potential. And I think that's going to be the key thing there. Not too much potential. But other than that, yeah, a great arena card. Personally, I like this card. I really do. It won't see any play. We all know it won't see any play. But I still like it. But arguably, this has got to be probably my pick for like the best one of this preview. Simply put, it's a really nice card. It really is. It gives a lot more defensive options to Shamans, and when you consider everything else that they've been getting, the heal off of damage spells, legendary, yeah. Alright, definitely some really good possibilities for mid-range / control Shaman to come back with a vengeance. With a vengeance. Thus, we're actually looking at the possibility of transitioning Hearthstone away from the smork, aggressive, brainless styled play to a more intermediate, thought out game. Don't get me wrong, this isn't to say that aggro is going to go away completely. It won't. It won't, guys. Alright? Aggro will still always exist. It's one of the hard counters to some of these old god strategies that we're seeing coming out. But it's also looking like Blizzard is seeing this, and they're giving us tools that could possibly help turn that tide, and that's a really good thing. So that's going to be all for this preview. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think. You guys have been really cool about that stuff. I love reading everything you guys put down there, and I respond to most of them when I can. So let's see what else you guys got. And as always, please like, subscribe, share this around. I really do appreciate the support. It's been helping me out quite a bit and the channel. Till next time, this is Shiv saying, stay safe, have fun, free Cthulhu, and may our RNGesus bless you.